Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Got another Warhammer storage video for you. I've expanded my operations, so I figured I would show you what I got. So previous video you saw these drawers, right, that house all the minis, right, at least all the small minis, right? So you saw that, and that worked out pretty well. Well, I bought the next phase of this. So this is it's about the most economical way to get into this stuff is you buy this 3-piece kit, and it comes with this little bottom tote, a toolbox looking thing, and then this top piece. And as you can see here, it's got a handle, so it rolls around on wheels, all right? And all of this stuff locks together. So I figured I'd take you through, show you what I got. So the top piece, all right? It's all these little individual bins and compartments that you can rearrange and shuffle. So I'm using this to hold miscellaneous stuff. So got dice bags, right? I also put all of my building tools. If I'm going to, a buddy's house playing games or whatever, maybe that some hobbying would go along too for building stuff. So I got, cutters, X-Acto knife, glue, sprue goo, etc., magnets. I also have all the extra bits. So in my case, I've got all my Space Marine bits. I got my son's Necron bits, all the leftover parts, some magnets, objective markers, right, for playing that I printed. I don't know if I showed you guys those. I'll show you. These are objective markers that I 3D printed. These worked out really well. I had good use of a 3D printer, and I just painted them with the normal acrylic paint. So 40 millimeter, so standard size. So something cool you could do with a 3D printer. Extra parts. So for magnetization, videos you haven't seen yet, right? Like magnetize the impulsor. There's all the impulsor weapons, right? So magnetize all those. So good use of this little mini storage, right? So it just locks. Doing it live. Doing it one hand because I don't have a cameraman. And my kids aren't lining up to volunteer. You pull these tabs out, and then it just lifts off. So I can pull that off. And actually what I'll do here, this will make it easier. Well, actually, no, I'll do it this way. All right, and then so we'll go ahead and pull this guy off. And he has a top handle, so I can just lift him over and stack. So this next box is just like a normal toolbox. So we'll open that up. And what do we have? In this case, my impulsor. I'll do a video on that, but he was too tall to fit in that drawer, so we'll get the impulsor. We also got all the big terrain, all right? That fits in there, and then this little tray, I put the small pieces of terrain. So there's a lot of room for organization and making it better, right? But for now, this works. It's storage. Magnetization would definitely be your friend here, as well as if I could figure out some ways to better divide this. I found an STL for this little bin where you could 3D print more of these, because you can actually put two side by side on this one and the bottom tub I'm going to show you. But it is too big for the Ender 3 to print, so I do not have the capacity. But that does exist as an option if you have a big 3D printer or have a friend. So lock this, and I mean these are big chunky latches, right? I mean maybe this is overkill for transporting Warhammer, but I put a lot of time into painting these things, so I'd like to try to keep them nice. And the bottom one, what I'm using it for, again, it's just a giant tub with no organization. I just have like the paper game board that came with the Recruit Edition, the cardboard game board that came with the Command Edition that I don't really use because I got one of the nice, neoprene battle mats. Maybe I'll do a video and a review on that thing. It's pretty cool. But figure I'd store it in here just so I have a place to put it. And then I just got codexes down there. So Necron, Space Marine, and then the rule book down there. So it seemed like a good thing to put down in there. It's kind of heavy storage. And I guess, the concept, right, is all this is modular. So I could have all the stuff I take every game here, in the bottom one. And then I just start stacking stuff on. So if I'm bringing terrain, then I bring the terrain box. If I'm bringing Space Marines, I bring all the Space Marine boxes, right? You get the idea. So it's a nice system, I think. And like I said, I think cost-wise, the 3 pieces, like these two and then that little organizer, were about 80 bucks for all 3. Which is probably at least half the cost of like a pack out. And then this guy was about 40. So, I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's not ridiculously expensive for what you're getting. I think it's a pretty good value for what you're getting, actually. So, and you can obviously stack these as high as you want to go. All right, now it's all locked in. So that's all I got. I figured I'd show you the update on the storage. I don't plan on getting any more storage for a while until I optimize what I have, but I hope you guys like this. Hope it helps you with your Warhammer storage needs. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.